We can see that Beasty is sending an immediate scout. Beasty, of course, the green Terran. In the top left corner, Alexander Kristic from Serbia, also on Team Empire. He's sending an early scout against his opponent, Illusion from Team Idgosu in the bottom right. Beasty asks, is this the NASL version? And it is. Just for confirmation.
Yes, it is, Empire PC Cutie.
He can't hear us because he's playing at the GSL.
But I tried. At least I tried. I can say I tried. And he's doing some Marauder play.
Oh.
Cheeky monkey.
Now, this is a build that I've really been experimenting a lot, and by experimenting, I mean every single 2-player map in TVT.
So BM, bro.
I've been doing this. Whoa, okay, well, okay, guys, for background information,
Okay, well,
I don't main Terran, so I'm starting to play Terran a lot for this season, and actually this season I'm exclusively playing Terran. And I want to learn how to control units, so I've just been cheesing a lot. But
I want to learn how to control units.
I don't learn Terran.
I
Proxy Marauder.
I don't know how to right-click A move. Right-click A move.
I proxy Marauder against Protoss too. It's like, oh, it's like, what are you doing against Zerg? I proxy too. Right?
So clearly, you had to get a Smurf, so that
just so people wouldn't get mad at me.
Yeah. God, Frodan.
Well,
I thought you had self-respect. Apparently not.
Apparently not. It's alright. Hey man. A win is a win.
Exactly.
Would say. But Illusion scouts his opponent, sees gas and nothing in his main base or anything outside the natural, so he knows what's up. And good thing Illusion also went for gas as well, because I mean the way the build works is if you're trying to go for 1-rax gas, Marauder will punish it. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, Beasty's gonna deny the add-on just for a second.
I don't think he was adding on anything, but
okay.
what I was saying to was BC Cutie could have actually put like an engineering bay underneath and been like super cheeky and been like, oh, you can't make any barracks ever, and then my Marauders are just gonna win.
Yeah, well, I'm interesting enough because I mean, if Illusion was not going for an add-on, he just repositioned his barracks a little bit further back, which I was confused. I thought he was going for the add-on the way he was repositioning. But Beasty now has a Marauder. Now, you can wait for 2 Marauders and go for concussive shells, but you can see you can pressure initially because 1 Marauder beats the pants off 1 Marine. You can see Beasty immediately starting 1 bunker on the low ground, but kind of pulling back for now. How should Illusion defend this at this point? Is he doing the right thing? I
think he should actually make an additional bunker. I don't know why he's not doing that. A bunker is actually forced in this position. I think BC Cutie will almost always get ahead right now.
Well, you know, the big thing is that SCVs are losing time when they're off the mineral line, and Marauders do really well against Marines and Hellions, in fact. So Illusion trying to tech up to Starport as quick as possible. Beasty's still just making Marauders. Actually, no, he stopped all Marauder production. He's going to float his barracks up to the high ground. An excellent move. In fact, I'm going to start doing that now on ladder. He's going to be able to see on the high ground, and with just Marines and Hellions, his Marauders can kite and completely shut down the front line. This is a great move from our Terran player in the north.
I'm so sorry for all you Gold League people out there that have to play against. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I know you're
great control from Beasty as well, keeping those Marauders alive for a long time and kiting. Just has a target down very well, and he should be able to take on the rest. Beasty Cutie gets a pretty significant advantage. Oh, not targeting down the Marine, going for the Hellion instead. But regardless, Beasty's in a very nice position. He's getting 3 more barracks and a factory back at home. And you see the damage report. Illusion's now down 5 SCVs. And then we get the drawback is that Beasty's tech isn't developed. But well, Illusion really can't do much, can he?
Exactly. Like, you're really pushing for all of this tech. And then what do you have to actually attack with? Well, think about the investment that went into that. The starport, let's just say the starport in the medevac, that's a 250 mineral 100 gas, or excuse me, 250 mineral 200 gas item. And you're attacking with 2 Marines and a Hellion. Doesn't make much sense to do that.
Well, Beasty doesn't have any units.
Yeah, where are his units?
It's because he lifted his barracks and he couldn't make anything else.
He has absolutely 0 units.
So Beasty was not actually being able to capitalize on that just yet. So this is doing a little bit more damage than we thought. I thought Beasty had something back at home.
Yeah.
The tank is the first unit that comes out.
I sound like an idiot now, right? It's like 2 Marines and 1 Hellion. What are you going to do with that?
Well, I mean, against nothing, it does pretty good. I thought so too, because I saw the barracks in production while I was paying attention to the micro. I'm like, Beasty's got this. But yeah, I mean, Beasty did suffer some damage, and all of a sudden, Illusion.
Big supply cap right now. Big supply cap. You can see he went the command center. but he didn't get any supply depots. This Banshee, look at how long it's been capped. There's the Banshee, and the cloak is almost finished already. That just shows you how long it's been waiting. So Illusion really messing up right there. I think just a little bit nervous maybe against BCQD, especially with that beginning stage. But I don't know. I think I would no. I'm definitely going to give the advantage to Illusion at this point. He's, I think, way far ahead.
Yeah, and Beasty's not trying to expand. He's just going to go for straight up one base play right after this, making his own Raven. He's prioritizing combat shields, an excellent choice. He's going to make this many Marines off of 4 racks. And I guess back at home for Illusion, his Banshee will finally pop out and arrive. But Illusion also has an empty medevac. I wonder what he's doing with that.
Maybe he's just trying to force his opponent to play a little bit defensive. You can see Marines all the way in the top position. His opponent knows, BCQD knows that Illusion has a medevac out in the field, so he has to defend against stuff like that. He has to defend against Banshees, etc. And you can see the first Viking is just sweeping the perimeter, trying to intercept any potential Banshees over here. Cloak is finished, but the Raven is there. Oh no, and he's going directly into it.
Great job by Beasty to really be able to get things out just in the nick of time. That timing, and look at that detection rate from the right Viking. And the Raven in unison, able to really chase down that Banshee. From this point on, though, Illusion is on 2 base. Does he have any confirmation of his opponent still being on 1 base? I think with all that production, he says something has to be up.
Exactly. He's saying either I'm super far ahead or I'm super far behind. He saw 4 barracks, and that's like the #1 confirmation that you did not go for a command center early on. So I think Illusion is feeling very confident. Does he have... Oh, my God. He might feel too confident. He does not have siege mode being made. Rut-row, Frodan. This is not good.
Beasty? Beasty? Oh, you're right.
Illusion didn't get... did either of these? No, Beasty is getting siege mode.
Oh, okay, you're right. Sorry, I'm getting these colors really mixed up. But you're absolutely right. You know, he doesn't have siege mode. It's going to be really hard to deal with these many Marines.
Exactly.
With just the pure raw force of it. And siege mode is about to finish for Beasty. This is a fantastic position as long as he can siege up. But, the SCVs are being pulled immediately. This is a very desperate time for Illusion. And if he crushes his attack, then for sure he'll win. It's 2 base versus 1.
He's looking a lot better than his opponent. Here we go, the main engagement. SCVs will tank a lot, but look at that. He's actually focus firing onto the siege tanks, eliminating them immediately. But there's just, oh my gosh, he's not splitting up the Marines.
Oh yeah, Illusion's just clumping everything up.
And in the meantime, a Banshee's gonna come back here, but intercepted by a turret and Vikings. And it looks like, yes, BCQD will be cleaned up. So that goes a long way. I think Illusion definitely secures his spot ahead of his opponent, and the Banshee is still doing a little bit of damage over here, trying to just snipe as many SCVs as possible.
Yeah, I mean, Beasty, if he just got sieged up a little bit sooner, would have definitely changed the outcome of that battle. Again, the first shots on the Marines would have made all the difference. Beasty does have lots of Vikings back at home to deal with this Banshee, but in a great spot, as it's going to be very annoying to deal with Cloak, especially the Raven has dropped. Beasty running low on economy as well. Only 18 SCVs to 28, 2 base versus 1. And even forced to use one of the scans, which is a very clever use of that Banshee's Cloak, putting Beasty even further behind.
It looks like he's just trying to put the nail in the coffin. I don't think this is too fruitful for him, though. I think Beasty Cutie is well situated. He's actually going to lose a Banshee over here. Illusion is, rather. And I think from here, basically Illusion can do anything he wants to. He is getting combat shields as we speak, additional units. Yeah, he's very well situated. I don't see any way Beasty Cutie can really come back from this. He has another push coming up here, but you can see already the mineral fields are drying out. So it's a ticking time bomb for Beasty.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of like the point where it's almost like similar to like a Terran vs Protoss. If you stay on one base and you try to one base the Protoss, but they got an earlier base, it's really hard to really try to match that production level. Illusion really catching up at this point in terms of everything. And Illusion just started siege mode, but he may not need it. If he just kind of backs off and takes a strong position, he's going to be good. But at the same time, you also want to prevent Beasty from sieging up too close. And he's forcing Beasty to slow push, which is also really cool.
Yeah, for now, I think Beasty Cutie is just going to try to, well, he has to do a killing blow no matter what. I don't think going up to the ledge and trying to just suffocate your opponent is the good way to actually do this. But here we go. Stim is actually finished. There's the big stim, but they're actually focusing down on the Vikings. It gives a lot of shots for the siege tanks, but it's just too much stuff. Beasty Cutie is going to be cleaned up here yet again. GG comes out, and we have Illusion taking it for game number 2 on Antigua. Very straightforward game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I like the opening from Beasty. I mean, the idea of getting ahead, and trust me, I do like that build from Beasty.
I know.
I liked Illusion's response too. He wasn't really thrown off. A lot of people were like, "Oh man, get that bunker up! Oh man, do like all these things." He just like tagged normally and just pulled a couple SCVs and just played it confidently. And again, you know, the fact that Beasty had nothing back at home because he was making 3 barracks at the same time. You know, I went back and looked like, oh wow, they all finished at the same time. You could have added them, you know, at one time, stagger them, and eventually had units. And if you just had a few units, would have made a pretty big difference. But as a result, lost like 5, 6 SCVs, and all of a sudden the game's even from there.
I think he should have actually went 3 racks command center instead. That would have been a lot more profitable than going factory 4 racks starport. Obviously. Unfortunate. He had a really good... I like his thought process, though. I think the number of times that actually happens in you know, a game normally, like you don't expect your opponent to do a 1-base all-in directly after Marauder expand. Or that's normally what it is. Marauder expand. You get ahead, and then you expand and take additional stuff. So I like that switch up, but still... wasn't able to get it done.
I do like that switch up. It's tied 1-1 once again, and the winner of this will advance to Season 4 group stages, and the winner of the next round would go for the open tournament. It's down to the wire between Illusion versus Beasty Cutie. We want to thank iBuyPower for providing power for NASL broadcast with their pre-assembled PCs. Go to iBuyPower.com. Game number 3 is coming up, so don't go anywhere. More action from NASL Season 3 open tournament when we return.
Ben, I'm going to beat you.